Hi guys, welcome to the Superior Star Wars Show. Joe here again, and today we're going to be going over the next character arc, which is none other than Sebulba from episode 1, that mean-spirited pod racer that we do see, who has a number of clashes with Anakin. So without further ado, Bolo! Sebulba was a male dog who hailed from the planet of Malastare, whose voice was provided by actor Lewis McLeod. Sebulba came from Malastare, a small little place called Pixelito. Being born some time after the invasion of Naboo, he was crafty, mean-spirited, and sometimes of a bully. Sebulba eventually left Malastare to make himself as a professional pod racing pilot. Eventually he arrived on the outer rim planet of Tatooine, where he took the Mos Espa course known as the Bon Eve Classic by storm, before being eventually crowned as the crowd favourite. He flew a massive orange pod racer with a split X configuration. Sebulba would often bump and smash his way through the competition. He was a skilled pilot in his own right. He nonetheless opted to install various illegal weapons on his pod racer, such as a flamethrower built into the left engine to ensure his victories on the track. Sticking to Tatooine in his spare time, Sebulba roamed the streets of Mos Espa, spending some of his time in the local cantinas. Sebulba was also acquired 2 Twi'lek slaves, which served as a personal masseuses. Sebulba maintained a strong rivalry with one of the pod racing's few human participants, a young boy named Anakin Skywalker. Now, of course, Sebulba and Skywalker did compete in the Bon Eve race together. We all know how that ended up. Eventually, Sebulba rebuilt his pod racer or bought a new one of the same model and kept on racing on through an intergalactic conflict known as the Clone Wars. Sometimes after the war's beginning, posters could be found advertising a showdown between Sebulba and the previously luckless Ben Cordinaros, who was known considerably as the sport's greatest rivalry. By the end of the Galactic Empire, Sebulba had abandoned pod racing for battle racing, in which he piloted an ugly, christened the Widowmaker. Owing the Hutt's large amounts of credits, the Dug ran into dangerous circles, having some connections with pirates who robbed the supply lines of the Rebel Alliance. Almost immediately after the Alliance's decisive victory over the Empire Endor, Sebulba signed up for a battle race near Neskar Station. As the contestants were already off and fighting, an Imperial Star Destroyer came out of hyperspace before them. The destroyer's commanding officer then ordered everyone to surrender, but one of the contestants, Rizzo Landian, revealed himself as the Alliance hero Lando Calrissian, piloting the famed Millennium Falcon. When Calrissian suggested all racers to join forces and drive off the Imperial ship, Sebulba begrudgingly agreed, temporarily assuming the Cal sign of Gold 4. With the Star Destroyer dispatch, Calrissian revealed to the Dug that he had come for him in hopes of obtaining information on the anti-Alliance pirates. Initially, Sebulba refused and tried to convince the other racers to band with him against Calrissian, invoking honour amongst thieves. However, this did backfire when it became clear that he would have to face the rebel hero alone. The Dug came to his senses and agreed to talk. Sadly, Sebulba's backstory that was described in numerous books and video games is now considered to be Star Wars legends and no longer part of official canon. His only other canonical appearances are in the 2 episodes of Star Wars The Clone Wars, where he appears on posters in the episode Friends and Enemies, and in The Rise of Clovis, and of course we do see him in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So yeah guys, that was Sebulba. There's not really too much in terms of a backstory of Sebulba. We can only really deduct that he is still alive, as it quite rightly states, towards the end of the Galactic Empire, obviously after the Battle of Endor. But we don't really know anything after that. We can only assume he's still alive during the whole Resistance era of Star Wars for the latest films. But we can only speculate. There's not actually anything canonical that has been announced in terms of what's actually happened to him or what fate he might have actually faced in the end. So yeah. That has been Sebulba video. I hope you really enjoyed this character arc. I certainly do, and I'm loving just researching all these characters as I go along. There will be a poll up at the end of the video. There will also be a poll up on our Facebook group page where you can vote for the next character arc going forward. But yeah, that has been the Superior Star Wars guy, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Please tick that notification so that you can be up to date with all our latest videos going forward. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. But other than that, guys, have a superior day.